What if you could play Elden Ring or Cyberpunk 2077 at a coffee shop, with graphics so sharp it feels like a desktop rig in your hands? Sounds impossible. Maybe not for long. Leaks and insider buzz suggest the Steam Deck 2 is coming. And it's not just a spec bump. We're talking about OLED screens, new chipsets, and a full-on hardware evolution. If you're into portable PC gaming, what we've uncovered might just blow your mind. Let's face it, the original Steam Deck made waves. It brought serious PC gaming into a handheld format, and it actually delivered. You could be playing Elden Ring on a bus, Cyberpunk 2077 in bed, or just messing around with mods during your lunch break. It was chunky, sure, but it had power, soul, and a price tag that made it an instant win for many. Naturally, a follow-up was inevitable. And while Valve hasn't made anything official yet, the internet is buzzing with rumors, some wild, some plausible, and some, well, downright surprising. So here's one of the biggest leaks getting traction right now. A 900p OLED display running at 90 Hz. That's right, folks. Compared to the original 800p panel, this could offer crisper visuals, deeper blacks, and smoother motion across the board. Sure, it's not 1080p, but let's be honest, on a small screen, 900p is more than enough and won't tank your battery or frame rate. And that refresh rate? Sticking to 90 Hz is a sweet spot for gaming without going overboard on hardware demands. Now, here's where it gets spicy. In a recent chat with Tom's Guide, Valve designer Pierre-Loup Griffet hinted that AMD might not be the default for Steam Deck 2. That sent Reddit and Twitter into full meltdown mode. If not AMD, then who? Intel? Qualcomm? Nvidia making a surprise appearance? Nothing's confirmed, but Valve seems open to experimenting with what's best for their next-gen portable. Griffiths mentioned they don't want minor improvements. They want meaningful ones. If that means ditching the Ryzen Z2 chip, so be it. Performance is one thing, but battery life? That's the real struggle for handhelds. Valve's current chip runs at a sweet spot of 8 to 15 watts. Go beyond that, and you risk overheating or killing the battery too fast. Valve made it clear, they're not just looking for a 20 to 30% boost. They want something that justifies the upgrade without compromising usability. That likely means new thermal solutions, perhaps a more efficient chip, or a custom SoC that balances power and longevity beautifully. Alright, let's rip the band-aid off. We're probably not getting Steam Deck 2 in 2025. Valve's own SteamOS designer confirmed they're not planning new hardware this year. So what's the timeline? All signs point to 2026. That might be disappointing, but it also gives Valve more time to innovate, test, and hopefully avoid any first-gen hiccups like fan noise or limited availability. And if that delay brings us a game-changing handheld, it'll be worth it. Pricing remains a mystery, but we can speculate. The current Steam Deck starts at $399 and goes up to $649. The Deck 2, expect a price hike. OLED displays, better chips, longer battery life, they all add up. But if Valve pulls a Nintendo-style move and keeps the older model at a lower price point while the new one enters at a premium, it could be a smart play. Either way, expect options and hopefully more storage by default. So there you have it. Steam Deck 2 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting handhelds on the horizon, even if we have to wait a bit longer. Will Valve stick with AMD? Will we finally get that perfect mix of performance and battery life? Only time will tell. In the meantime, let us know what you want to see in Steam Deck 2 in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell icon so you don't miss any future updates.